Hey guys, my name's Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I'm working on a Lenovo Ideapad 320 series. The exact model used in this video is a 320 17 IKB. I'm going to show you how to get inside and access your speakers. So first thing guys, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access your bottom case screws. Now there's quite a lot of screws here. You have these four on the bottom edge of your screen, these five along the top edge of your screen, this one here near your DVD drive, these three in the middle, and these two here on the right edge. Now after removing all of these screws, you want to also remove your DVD drive here before attempting to take off your bottom case. So you're going to have a small flat pry tool. You're going to put it right in this seam here. And then you're going to gently but firmly slide it to the left to remove that DVD drive. Be careful. These are known to pop off and break. So press firmly, but do it slowly. Don't do it so hard where you break this off before the DVD drive has time to slide over. After that, you're going to take your small, flat plastic pry tool. I say plastic because metal tends to scratch your cases more. But you'll take your small, flat plastic pry tool, go all the way around the seam of your bottom case and pry it off from the rest of your computer. It may take a while, especially if you're not used to this procedure, but just go slow. Don't put the pry tool too far in to damage things. Keep it on the edge and go nice and slow but firm. Also be aware right here, guys, you'll see after you remove this DVD drive, what's left is a very thin, very breakable piece of plastic that you're going to have to pry off from the rest of the computer. So be very careful there that you don't break that. But after you get all your screws off, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. As a side point, guys, whenever I work on a computer in my shop, I always have it sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet go a long way to help you avoid damaging things in your computer when you're working on it. If you need help with any tools or supplies like that for your computer project, as well as any replacement or upgrade parts like your battery, hard drive, RAM, any replacement or upgrade parts for this model computer, there'll be a link above, also below in the description, and I'll have a list of all those tools and parts for the Lenovo Ideapad 320 17 IKB. Also, before touching anything in a computer, I always either remove or at least unplug the main computer battery, which is right down here on the right-hand side of your screen. I actually had a hard time unplugging this without removing the battery. There wasn't a lot of wiggle room here with the wires, and I couldn't get a good grip on that plug. So unfortunately, I had to pull from the wires, which I always say not to do, but I didn't have much of a choice. So in this computer, I had to remove the battery. You have a screw here on the bottom left, screw here in the middle top, screw here on the right-hand side. And after those screws came up, I was able to pull that out gently of that port. Okay, so after removing your battery, guys, it's a good thing we did that because you actually have to do that to get at your speakers, unfortunately. These are not the easiest speakers to get at. So first thing, there's your left speaker there, or your right speaker actually, but it's left on my screen. And it's connected by a wire all the way down here to this speaker. They aren't held in by screws, so you don't have to unscrew them. You just wiggle them off of these rubber washers. But the wires actually go under your battery. So again, it's good that we removed that battery. And unfortunately, this plugs into the motherboard underneath the motherboard. So you have to actually, yes, undo everything and take up this motherboard to unplug your speakers. Horrible design. So after taking off your battery, you would unplug everything. So we would go around here, you'd unplug your CMOS battery right there. You'd unplug all these ribbon cables right here. You'd unplug this ribbon cable. You'd unscrew all of these for your heatsink and your fan. You don't have to remove your RAM. I just always remove everything when I'm doing a motherboard swap or a motherboard removal. It just makes me feel safer about damaging anything as I'm doing it. So I'd remove your RAM. But basically, you're going to unplug everything. Your fan's plugged in right there. And then you would unscrew the last remaining screws for your motherboard. And the wires go under here, and it plugs into the motherboard right around here. But again, on the opposite side. So such a pain to get at these speakers. I don't know why anyone would design a computer that way. I'm sorry. But that is how you would access your speakers. And again, if you want some replacement speaker ideas, I'll have those speakers included in the link below in the description. As a last side note, these type of ribbon cable connectors, these small ones right here, even this large one, they're very breakable. They're very easy to break. So I'm going to end the, oh, also this one up here. I forgot about that one, guys. I'm sorry. I will end the video with a small clip showing you how to manipulate these kind of ribbon cable connectors here. Hopefully that'll make it easier for you not to damage it. You'll know a little more what you're getting into. So I hope this video helped you out, guys. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please feel free. I do try to get to those a couple times a day at least. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time. And I'll end the video now with that clip on how to manipulate these ribbon cable connectors. Okay, so to take a ribbon cable out of this kind of connector, first you have your ribbon cable here, you have the port on the motherboard, and then you have this retainer clip over here. This clip opens and shuts like a book cover. It opens from this side, and the hinges are on this side. So in order to get that up, be very careful. Take a small flat pry tool, slide it underneath, and pop it up like that, and then the ribbon cable can come out. After taking the ribbon cable out, I like to put it back down for safekeeping so it doesn't get caught on anything and rip. These are very, very breakable, these retainer clips. And if you break it, you're most likely not going to be able to find a replacement, in which case your ribbon cable won't be able to secure down anymore. So be very careful. To get the retainer clip back in, you would pop it up again very carefully. You would slide the ribbon cable in, nice and flush. It may take a few times if you're not used to it getting it flush, and then just snap the retainer clip down, and that's how you would operate that kind of clip.